weird. How did you choke with a suit on? Still, welcome to StarCitizen, the place of legends and legendary bugs. God. How did you choke with a suit on? Extra does not want to do anything. You see the name? Well, at least with the power off, I won't be using fuel up, so I won't run out of fuel. Okay. Just hit from party, then invite no bug. Yeah, despite all the bugs, despite everything I say, this game has so much potential. So much potential, it's unbelievable. But its potential is being squandered because the community for StarCitizen is so blindly defensive. They're not allowing any criticism of all the things that are wrong with not only the game, but the company and management behind it. In fact, the management behind it is probably the worst part. With Chris Roberts and Sandy Gardner and all the high ups at SIG are basically all family. There's nothing to keep them in check, so they're making stupid decisions, and they're making it. They are hurting the development of the game, and not to mention practicing all kinds of unsavory business behavior, like what you'd expect to see from Activision. So, people, you need to get on it. You need to watch some videos by Failure to Report, specifically the one where he's breaking up big rocks into small rocks. I've got some comments on there as well that are pretty useful. I'm kind of zealotish about the game, in my own way, but I'm not blind. I see the problems. I see the problems that are there, and I cannot deny them. I cannot deny observable reality, and I want to solve them. I can't do it on my own. I just don't have the political clout to do anything about it, so I'm just talking about it in the cockpit. Crikey, if I was involved in the development of StarCitizen, there's so many things they could have done to improve a lot of things. Turrets, for example. Heck, I could have made turrets viable from day one just by editing some text files. All you had to do, the aiming was wonky as heck on turrets, early days. But they got worse later on. But at the start, they were wonky, but they were semi-okay. Because I watched an early video by Dan Giesling, and I was watching him in the turret, and I was thinking, hey, that turret isn't actually that bad. All it needs is, while they're making the real systems to make them behave as they should just put a quick dirty hack in just to make them usable. Now, what I'd do is I'd take, say, Panther Repeater, I'd make some edits to it. This is the gun you'd only be able to have in the turret. It'd be locked in the turret. You couldn't move it from the turret anywhere else. You could make it size 7 or something, and make the turret size 7. And then if you want, for size 4 turrets, it'd be size 8 gun and size 8 on it. So even if they pulled the gun off somehow through some bug, they wouldn't be able to get it on another ship. But these modded guns for the turrets, you double the fire rate and you increase the spread. So even if your aim is wonky, you'd be able to get some hits in. Maybe quadruple the damage, then do some testing, do some play testing, about 40 minutes with, a Saber versus a Connie, a Connie with pilot and 2 gunners versus 1 Saber, then 2, and then 3. Build some data up, with the turrets as they are, and then buff or weaken the turret guns until the guns are dangerous and effective against one saber, not undefeatable against two if the two saber pilots were good, and then basically it'd be even for three sabers, because really that's what the colony's meant to be. It's meant to be a 3-man ship, a minimum pilot and 2 gunners, and the ship has got to be, it's got to have the power of 3 single-man ships to be worth player shots, because that's the real resource in a multiplayer game. It's players. Oh, we're coming up on Crusader. So yeah, that's how I would have fixed turrets in the early days. Just give them, because here's a story. Battlefield 1942. All the turrets used to be useless, pretty much useless, because they were super accurate, but there was no stabilization, and there was lag, and the targets were small. And you try and hit a fighter, but all that would be happening is this perfectly laser line of bullets. Yeah, you think accuracy is good always? No, it's not, because if you perfectly accurately laser beam missing the entire time, it's completely useless. Now, the most effective bomber turret in the game was the G4M Betty's rear turret. It's meant to be a shit turret. They basically nerfed it by making it inaccurate. It had a spread on it. Turned out it was the most deadly turret, because with that spread, you'd aim close enough to give the RNG a good chance for it to hit, and the spread would randomly hit the fighter. And they were 20mm rounds, and they'd take the fighters down. I had a lot of fun in that. That was the most fun turret in Battlefield. Sometimes to fix things, you've got to think outside the box.